What's up everybody, Jacob Blank back with another YouTube video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how I did a $35,000 wholesale deal in Phoenix, Arizona. So make sure you stick around to the video to see how this deal was broken down. That way you can learn from it and implement this in your real estate journey. Also, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you go down below and hit the red button and subscribe to the channel. It helps me reach more people and impact more lives, so I'd really appreciate it if you go subscribe. Other than that, let's get right into the video. All right, so that's right, $35,000 wholesale deal in Phoenix, Arizona. Amazing deal. As you can see, we're scoring a lot of these big deals. And again, it's because I'm acquiring the deals and my team's acquiring the deals at a lower price, and we're maximizing on the disposition side of things, and that's how we're getting these bigger wholesale deals. Also, another reason why we're getting all these big wholesale deals is because the market, the real estate market in Arizona is on fire. So the cash buyers and the investors, the fix and flippers are paying a lot more for the deals. So we're able to maximize a lot more and score bigger deals just because people are paying a lot more nowadays. This lead came in from cold calling. You guys know I love cold calling. So this lead came in from cold calling. The cold caller stated in the notes that the seller wanted to downsize and move in with her son, and she was looking to sell ASAP. The cold caller also mentioned that the seller was a super nice lady, and so we knew this was a good lead because, again, we can really only work with reasonable people. You got to remember that. The seller, the motivated seller, has to be a reasonable person for us to be able to do a deal with them. It's unlikely you're going to be doing deals with non-reasonable people. I mean, it happens, but most of the time the sellers you're working with are reasonable, nice people. The cold caller also mentioned that she already had an offer of $225,000 from another investor. And so we were like, okay, maybe she's shopping it around a bit. Maybe other people are calling her, so we were a little bit concerned about that. But we got her on the phone. We determined, that she did speak to someone, and he said he would be around $225,000, but nothing was firm. She also said that she was ready to move. She was already packing up. Her son was helping her clean up the house and getting ready to move in with him. So we knew that this was a hot opportunity and this was going to happen soon, and we needed to work quickly. We needed to work quickly to get the document signed. We needed to get her signature on a contract before some other, our competition comes and swoops up the deal. This is something happening right now. And remember, in real estate, time kills all deals. So time was of the essence for us to score this deal. Now, when we were talking with her, we were negotiating and we were figuring everything out, and we were telling her about our company, our product, and our service. We were able to convince her to take $200,000 for the property. She did know that she had a $225,000 offer, and we were at $200,000, but our value, our product, our service, our company, us as the salesman, we over-exceeded her expectations, and our value, our company's value, our product's value, the salesman value was higher than the dollar amount. And that's how we were able to score her at $200,000 when she already had an offer for $225,000, because the value we were bringing was worth more than the dollar amount. And remember that. Guys, you are able to get deals a lot lower than expected, a lot lower than their asking price, a lot lower than what they're looking for by the value being there. The value can be worth more than the dollar amount. I see this happen all the time. So we convinced her for the $200,000. She didn't have email, but her son did. So we sent over the contract to her son's email. They reviewed it and they said, I'm not ready to sign just yet. I want to show my daughter. So the daughter looked over the agreement that night, called them back in the morning, boom, got their signature. They did have a few questions about the agreement. I answered their questions, they felt comfortable, and boom, got their signature. So now that we had the deal locked up, the next step was to go out to the property, meet them face to face, and get pictures of the property, and that's exactly what we did. We went out to the property, it was a little bit tricky. It was in one of those neighborhoods where there's a lot of additions being done to all the houses in the neighborhood, kind of, wonky additions. So the back patio was closed in weird. There was like planter boxes inside the house because they just literally closed the back patio in and kept everything inside it and didn't do anything to the flooring or whatnot. So it was a little bit tricky. The house was super outdated. It needed a full remodel. I'm talking about they had those square little mirror things, the stick-on mirrors on the walls, like full walls of like square stick-on mirrors. Super outdated. The cabinets in the kitchen were in terrible shape, so the property was going to need a full gut remodel. We were expecting that though, and we counted in for around 30 to 35,000 in repairs when we were calculating our offer. Another bonus with this house, it did have a nice pool. There was some damage with the tiles around the edge of the pool that were falling off, but that's super simple to fix. So this property had a nice PebbleTech pool, and that added value to it as well. So we conversated with the sellers, we built more rapport with her and her son, and we took pictures of the property, and there we go. We had everything we needed to do, everything we needed in order to market the property. We had all the pictures. So we went back to the office. The next day around noon, we blasted out the deal to our cash buyers list. We put the property all over Facebook and Craigslist, and we started having buyers pour in with offers. Now with this one, I knew this guy. He sounded familiar. This one buyer that reached out and gave an offer, and his offer was the highest one out of everyone else, and he was a good guy. I've heard of him. So he was well known in the business, so I trusted him. I was like, okay, let me just walk him through the property. Normally I walk like 3 to 4 buyers through the property. That way they can compete with each other and I can get the best and highest offer. But this guy, he seemed pretty confident. He was at the highest mark, and I've heard about him. Yeah, like he's well known around town. So I was like, okay, this is probably a good deal. Let me just walk this guy. So I walked this guy through the property. He took forever walking through the property. Normally I want to be in and out in like 15 minutes. That way the seller's not, getting concerned or whatever that this guy might be buying the deal. I try to be in and out, and I try to tell the buyer not to talk. But this guy was talking to the seller and taking forever to walk through the property. I'm talking, I was there for an hour with this guy walking through the property. But overall, the buyer, great guy. He didn't say anything negative to the seller that ruined my deal, nothing like that. He just took forever walking through the property. I'm talking, we did 3 laps. But it is what it is. Some buyers act different ways, and you got to learn how to work with each and every buyer because they like to work different ways, and that's just up to them, right? So this guy wanted to do his due diligence, and he really wanted to take a look at the property. Also, we were waiting around for like 20 minutes for his contractor to show up because he wanted his contractor to take a look at a few things as well. So we did that as well, but everything went well. Got the assignment contract signed and had him deposit $5,000 non-refundable earnest money. And now we just waited for the close of escrow. We waited for the close of escrow. The buyer was ready to buy, and it was kind of annoying. The buyer was kind of annoyed. The seller needed to delay about 5 days because they didn't have all their stuff out of the property. So we had to give them 5 days extra on the close. That way they could finish moving all their stuff out. And the buyer was a little bit annoyed about that because he had his contractors ready to go, and he already bought materials, and he was ready to start construction day one, and so we had to delay him a bit. And some of your buyers will be like that. They don't really want you to delay the close because they've got their whole crew and whatever organized, ready to start construction right away, and the delay kind of messes up their scheduling with everything. But overall, that wasn't a major issue. We got to the 5 days extension, and we got to the close of escrow. Buyer wired money, right? Seller signed, buyer signed, and boom, the property recorded around noon at the county assessor's office, and then by 2 p.m. the seller got paid. She called me so happy. Thank you so much. You guys did a great job, and your company is amazing, and I'm going to recommend you to anyone I know that's looking to sell. And I'm like, great. And again, guys, I always bring this up. This is why relationships in real estate are so important, right? We built rapport with the seller. She loved our product. She loved our service. She loved our company, and she loved the salesman, the people, the team. She trusted us, right? And so that goes long distances, right? That goes further, right? That's technically marketing. If I can have a seller love me and my company and my product and service so much, that's technically marketing, right? She'll tell everyone about us. Oh, Susie wants to sell. Oh, great, Susie, I just sold my house to Jacob and they did such a great job. Let me give you his phone number. Boom, Susie calls me, another deal. It's marketing, right? Relationships in real estate are so important. Don't forget that. But overall, phenomenal $35,000 deal. We're scoring the big ones. If you go back, I've been posting these case studies, these breakdowns of the deals every week. I've been posting a couple of them every week. I did a $52,000 deal, $50,000 deal, $62,000, $33,000, $22,000. Here's a $35,000. So as you can see, we're scoring these big deals. Some of our other markets though, like Texas, our deal size is a lot smaller, and that's okay. It just depends on the market. Arizona right now, the deal sizes are big, right? Texas, they might be smaller, 10K deals, 12K deals, 7K deals. So if your market has smaller deal size, It's okay, just work with what you got. We're scoring a lot of these big deals, and it's because we're actively talking with homeowners, we're actively talking with motivated sellers, and we're actively doing marketing. And that's what's so important in real estate. If you ever want to get deals, you got to be talking to homeowners and you got to be looking at property. If you're not doing those two things, looking at property and talking to homeowners on a daily basis, you will not get deals. Literally, what are you going to do? Build systems and processes all day? You know, that's not going to do anything. You got to be out there making calls, talking to people, and building connections. But overall, I hope you guys liked this video, another big deal breakdown. If you like these videos, make sure you comment down below. Tell me to do more of them because I like doing these videos. They're fun to flash back to these big deals and break down the numbers for you and tell the story. You know, I think it's pretty interesting. But if you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. Also, if you're not already subscribed, go down below, hit the red button, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me reach more people and impact more lives. So I'd really appreciate it if you go subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.